Grand Rising, everyone. Today, as I was sitting in meditation, there was a very important message that wanted to come out. And it is this continuance of really talking to and having a conversation with the masculine embodiment, with the masculine energy, with the masculine, the wounded masculine. So I'm going to create a little bit of space so that way what needs to be spoken can be spoken. What I hear from Pachamama is this just deep sadness, because I don't think that people are even aware within themselves the true suffering that is happening inside of the masculine embodiment, especially the wounded masculine. There is such a struggle within their mind of what they have been told they are needed for, where they place their worth, where they feel they will be accepted and loved in comparison to the true organic nature of the importance of the masculine embodiment. So what does this mean? In my Miley Cyrus voice, what does it mean? What does it mean? That keeps coming into my mind as well. And I feel very strongly that this is what the masculine embodiment are asking, right? What does it mean to be a man? And why am I working tirelessly and still feeling empty? In order for the masculine embodiment to be whole and complete, we have to really begin to step into the importance of balancing the masculine and feminine within. But some masculines, they don't want to dive into that. And what does it mean to be a divine feminine? Because also, the divine feminine is also being told what and how their worthiness is being portrayed and accepted. And so what Pachamama and the wisdom keepers and the elders, what they want to explain to you is the importance of the balance between work and rest, of active and passive, of light, of dark, of feminine, of masculine, of hot, of cold, of all of these concepts, the duality. And is the duality that is shown to you truly balanced? And the answer is no. Masculine embodiment, my brothers, I need you to hear me when I say self-care is vital to you. And drinking alcohol and partying is not self-care. It's not. And I know that it does give you this, it gives your body this ability to relax. But it is not a full form of self-care. And then immediately I think, well, what am I supposed to do? Take a bath? Maybe. I mean, you took a bath when you were kids. Listen to that mentality. Listen to that perspective. What is so wrong with sitting with the sacred water? Ooh, do you feel how disconnected you are to your true nature? Not taking a luxurious bath, sitting with the sacred water, meeting her, greeting her, allowing her to purify and cleanse you. What about meeting Pachamama? What about going for a walk? Going for a hike? What about laying in the grass? Where did your inner child go? Where did the fun and play go? What about spinning in circles until you get dizzy? What about running and screaming? See, whenever we were kids, we were tapped into the truth, which is that there is a divine and masculine energy, but there really are no specific roles that we play because we hold both. Self-care does not necessarily mean getting your nails done, you know? Self-care goes deeper than that. We're talking about deep knowing of self and what the body, mind, and spirit needs in order for its cup to be full. That is what nurture is. That is what the true divine feminine message is. Do you know how to love yourself? Do you know how to nurture yourself? Do you know how to take care of yourself? And unfortunately, in this world that we live in, Pachamama speaks, Father Sky speaks, the elders are here speaking that your identity has become so wrapped up in becoming and being the provider, which instinctually, that is also true. You know? Like you have this instinct to be the provider, but what does being a provider mean? And who told you what it meant? Who got to determine that that is your complete identity and that your worth is so wrapped up in that you do not deserve or have the time to even consider nurture? And maybe then seeking that nurture through somebody else because you are not tapped into it within yourself, thus creating these codependent toxic relationships. In Divine Feminine, there is a message for you as in here as well. Because if we have wounded masculines, then we are living inside of a wounded masculine energy. And that wounded masculine energy can come up within us. How are we identifying with ourselves? And if we cannot clean and purify and shift and heal the divine feminine and the divine masculine within ourselves, how can we show up in this world fully tuned in, fully tapped in? This message is not for guys, for dudes, for men. Like, we are talking about masculine energy, the masculine energy that even I find within myself, right? I have been in wounded divine masculine energy where I feel that my worth, my self-worth is tied to my ability to be successful and to be a provider. I also have wounded divine feminine energy where I feel that my worth is tied up to giving endlessly, worrying endlessly about everything out here, about my family, about my friends. And it has taken my ability to do that for myself away. It has wounded my ability to truly find the balance that is necessary in order for me to be whole, to be complete, to be the embodiment of love, to be balance, harmony, peace. And it requires the deconstruction. It requires you breaking down these dogmatic views, which is why mindset training is so important. Because when you begin this journey, okay, there's going to be some deep realization of, oh my gosh, I've just been operating on automatic function. And I don't know if this is the real me. and I don't know who I am, and I don't know what I think, and I don't know what I believe. And then we have to reprogram that, whether it's through an NLP coach, a neuro-linguistic programming coach, whatever it is. You have the opportunity to still live an abundant life, to still live a balanced life, to live a life that is the most authentic to you. And it requires healing. And the more that you avoid the things that you know that you have to do, the harder it's going to be, because you're going to continue to deepen that connection of, I don't have time to take care of myself. I'm too tired. But if you really wanted to become balanced, you would take the action that you know needs to be done in order to fill your cup. So that way you can step into yourself, to step into health, wellness, and harmony in mind, body, spirit, community, spirituality, environment. It can be taken that way. So there are formats, there are insights, there are boundaries, there are opportunities, there are so many different ways, so many different modalities, so many different approaches to how we invite self-care. It doesn't have to feel so, right? It doesn't have to feel so indoctrinated. Your view of what self-care is through the media, through movies, through what women do for self-care, through what you're seeing on commercials, may not be accurate for you, but it is still your responsibility to find out what that is. So this requires a journey back to the self. What can I do? What will I do? What fills my cup? What does? As a man, as a woman, what does that for me? And will I commit to doing it even if people don't understand, or if they do? Am I willing to put down these perspectives and these views of how life should be? And can I put them away? Let them go. Loosen my grip on them so that I can relax into the flow of me. Beyond me, I'm hearing. Beyond you. Can you be one with the universal truth of who you are and what you've really came here to experience? Because you did not come here to experience the amount of suffering and disconnect that you are experiencing. You did not come here for that. That's not what this place is about. And there are so many people that have gone through the healing journey that are tapped into different paradigms of this planet, different experiences in this planet that are whole and fulfilled and aligned. Pardon me. And it can be so sweet, so amazing to be alive. And that does not mean that life does not have challenges. These people who are tapped in face challenges, but they understand the importance of the balance between active and passive, of hot, of cold, of self-care, of service. That's where it is, right? Like, what is the difference between working and serving? And can you bring that service, like true heart service? Can you bring that to your space? That is bringing that divine feminine energy into the masculine energy, right? Like we keep talking about the yin and yang, how there is the white dot in the black and there's the black dot in the white. Like, how can we bring the feminine energy into the masculine? How can we bring the masculine energy into the feminine? And how can we continue to create that wholeness? It's phenomenal when we can get ourselves into a state of calm and watch our minds completely expand, watch our perspectives completely expand, and watch our hearts, our souls, our minds, our bodies completely change. Divine masculine, my brothers, we need you. We need you to take accountability for your self-care. We need you to stand up to where you are in boundless, toxic relationships, friendships. We need you to step up. It's necessary. We love you. We love you. You bring so much to the table. You bring so much to the table. And the only way that you are going to be able to bring a full plate is if you hold yourself accountable to what needs to be done. Your self-care is necessary. Your self-nurturing is necessary. And I say that with love. Let me say it this way. So that was the masculine way of saying that. The feminine way of saying this is, you deserve rest. And I know that you're tired. I know that you're confused. I know that you're overwhelmed. I know that you're trying. I know. I can feel it. And I know that you're not supposed to complain and you're just supposed to deal with it. But these tears are sacred. Your feelings, your emotions, they are sacred and they are real and they deserve to be expressed because they have a message for you. That what is happening is not accurate and that something needs to shift so that you may feel the peace that you are craving, so that you can bring forth the life that you are wanting. And it doesn't mean that you have to do all of the self-care right now. What it means is that you just have to make one little baby shift. One shower where you're not just scrubbing your body. One shower where you are connecting to your body, where you're connecting to the water. One time where you're going outside just to be outside, just to connect to the earth, just to connect to the wind and the air and the sky and the sun and the clouds and the trees. That inner child needs to be connected with. I can feel this. It is expressing itself here. Mother Earth is crying for you to have the opportunity to heal. And she's just encouraging you to look up at the night sky just because there are healing energies all around you all of the time that can be tapped into if you could just soften a little bit. Soften a little bit. Soften the tension in the muscles. Soften the mindset. Soften. Bring that feminine, that tiny little drop of feminine into your masculine energy and watch your healing happen. We are also loved. And to the feminine embodiment, hear that as well. There may have been times throughout your life where you were told what your worth was, of what you had to do, of how you had to look, of who you had to be, of what community you had to tap into, of how much money and designer clothes you had to have, and men too. We're talking to the humanity. We're talking to humans here. And your gauge of, is this the truth or not? Like, why is this not working? If you're asking why it's not working, why do you not feel happiness or peace, then you know something's not right. And the only way that you're going to get the true answers is by going within, is by asking yourself, what do I need? What do I need? I need a break. I need rest. I need a new community. I need something. And if you need a coach, if you need a guide, knowing that I am here, knowing that there is a collective here that would love to support and guide you, that would love that. And the so many different modalities that are out there, card readings and journeys and meditation and yoga and coaching and therapy. And I mean, we're out here. Ask and you shall receive. And when you receive it, embrace it and dive into it. I am loving and believing in all of you so much. I hope you received the message. I hope you felt it. I hope you honor it, because there is a deep love and a deep sadness here, and a want for you to heal. I'm loving you all. Bye.